Meet My Cats by Leslie Ann Ivory. I have always had cats about me. I had my first kitten, TC, when I was 5, but did not have another cat until I was married with a little son, James, and we bought Honey. Soon, Tickle and Fuan joined us. Now we had 3 cats, and I had another son, Julian. Within a very short time, 3 more cats had joined our family. A brown tabby we called Top Cat, TC for short, a beautiful Persian called Ruskin, and a tabby point Siamese, Mau Mau. Then one day, on our way home from school, I bought Gemma, my first girl. Gemma is a silver spotted tabby with a white blouse and 4 socks to match. When her first kittens were ready to be born, she came and called me in from the garden, leading me into the house and the kitchen. There, on the kitchen cart, she had 4 kittens. We kept 2 of them, Muppet and Emu, and found loving homes for the others. Sadly, we lost Emu in a road accident, but Muppet grew into a striking coal dark tabby. When she was a year old, she gave birth to 5 kittens in our wardrobe. One of these 5, we kept one, Gabriel. Gabby is a real chatterbox and never stops chirruping all over the house. She loves chasing and retrieving a ball of paper. She dives after it and then drops it at your feet for another throw. She cannot stand her granny Gemma, who hissed at her soon after she was born. Gabby has never forgiven her and screams every time she meets her. The coming of Twiglet was a bit different. We had originally bought him for the boy's granny, who fancied a little, well-behaved cat. On the way to Granny's, Julian and he became hopelessly attached to each other and were very sad to part. However, both Twiglet and Julian were overjoyed when Granny telephoned the next day to say that after one night of Twiglet, she felt she could not cope with him at all. We absorbed him into our family with joy. Twiglet and Gabby had 3 kittens, also born in our closet. We called them the triplicates. Twiglet kept close tracks on his kittens and visited them regularly, helping to watch them at night. Like their mother, they were inveterate talkers, and conversations lasted all night. We kept 2 of them, Chesterton and Malteser. Spiro we found in the local pet shop. He was a soft, pale honey ginger. He grew into a really big lad and was the ringleader with Chesterton and Twiglet in the game of raiding. They seemed to know when our neighbors had put bones in their dustbin, and on a cat count of 1, 2, 3, off came the lead, and in they went. Only a few weeks after Spiro came, we were in the market, and there, on the pet stall, was Blossom. I bought her at once as a present for Spiro, and popped her on top of a bag of oranges. Blossom and Spiro grew up together and played wonderful rough and tumble games in the garden. One year we went to Cornwall for a vacation, and James stayed behind to look after the cats. When we arrived home, a little fluffy tortoise shell and white ball blew over the floor to meet us. Agnetha, as James had called her, was a perfect kitten. Her fur grew fluffier, and we realized we had a little Persian on our hands. She grew a long white ruff on her chest and posed deliberately and proudly in prominent places, gazing at her reflection in windows. Agnetha chose April 1st, the day before James's 22nd birthday, to have her first litter of 4 kittens, born in a special box with a window cat in it. There was a spotted silver tabby, 2 little tortoise shells, and a ginger one. They grew all too soon, and the agonizing business of parting with them came round. The ginger went over the road to France, so it was not really like seeing him leave home. There were 5 kittens in Agneta's second litter, of which we kept 2. One was a richly marked tabby, Octopussy, so called because he was the 8th kitten, born on the 8th day of the 8th month, and the other was Little Motley, a dark tortoiseshell. Rara was a complete surprise. One Easter, James planned a different Easter egg for me. In fact, a Siamese chocolate point Easter egg. Rara is extremely active and mischievous, and turns on an amazed, innocent blue stare if one of my precious Greek plates mysteriously falls from the dresser, or an egg drops from its basket if he only passes by. He is loving and bites our chins and chews our hair. It is a very good job for him that we love him too. 12 really is quite a crowd, and we certainly never planned to have so many. But they are my inspiration, joy, and purpose. I shall always have cats around me.